Alright everyone, so this is the new online platform that we'll be using. I know it works because I'm using it with another class, so I tried to do something. The other mockups would have been easier because it's a site specifically for mockups, but they don't allow exporting with their free version, and obviously we need to export things in order to hand them in, so we'll be using this from now on. You will need your email. Watch that video if you do not have an email about how to create a Gmail. Extremely easy. So you will need that because you will be receiving a confirmation email once you set up an account. Okay? So once you press get started, it will bring you to this page right here. I already have everything set up. Okay? It's just email address. I'm actually using my old college email address because I don't need any more emails from other things. But any email address, if you did make that Gmail account and use that, a password, write that password down in your phone or on a piece of paper. Keep that piece of paper safe. Unless you want to continue to forget your password, or if you're like me, I pretty much use the same password for everything. But obviously, make sure to remember that password. You're going to create a free account. Okay, so when you click on create a free account, let's see if it lets me do that. So, well, yeah, you gotta agree to the terms and use, then you create free account, and then this is, sorry for the little pause there, gentlemen, a little weird, but you just write your email address. Again, you do not have to use your real first and last name if you don't want to. For some reason, you don't have to. So email address, first and last name, password, then create free account. Okay, and then you should be taken to the other page. I'm just going to pause real quick and log myself in. Just after you do create free account, you will probably get that email where you have to go back to your email and okay your account through via email. So you will receive something from GravPit. I don't think I have the oh yes I do, maybe I do. So activate your account. So it'll look like this. Welcome to your Jira. You just press activate your account, and then let's see if it logs me in right away. Yeah, so I got a bunch of tabs open already. So I'm going to pause right now. What's going to happen is once you press this, you'll be fine because I already have 2-3 of these open right now. It's not letting me do it, but I'm going to pause, get into my account, and then I'll show you some things that you will need to know moving forward to create your first couple of gray screens. All right, so once you enter that your account, you activate it and everything, this will come up. Okay, you're going to create a new document, just how we would in InDesign. Okay, however, it's nice because they have these devices right here. What we're going to do is we're going to just design for an iPhone. Okay, I'm not saying iPhones are better than Android or anything. That's just what we are going to do. So you just click on that and then go to the iPhone X. Okay, everybody. The most recent, you always want to design using the most recent software. So that's what we are going to be designing for. You just click on that. And then this is the size of your screen. Okay, so this is that iPhone X screen size. Now, you have a bunch of different options that you can use. You have your shape tools. And for gray screens, you really only need to know the shape tools. Okay, you can use the pen tool if you know how to use the pen tool. I'm not going to go over that just yet. You don't have to. So for the first, we are going to do the login screen, and we are going to do the home page. Okay. Next week we'll do those 5 sub pages, but for this week, just because we're getting started, we're going to focus on that login page and the home screen. So after you log in, what does your screen look like? Okay. For your login pages, it's all going to be very similar. You can put we're just going to keep it gray screens for now. Okay. So what I do is I click my rectangle tool. Again, this whole little white page is my entire screen. We're going to keep it black and white. Okay, that's why they're called gray screens. So do that, and then you can adjust it. So I'll just click in and dragging, click off. I have that. Typical gray screens just really have, they have a sign up or login. And the hierarchy is focused on the sign up, because if you're bringing to the login page, then you have yet to sign up. Or sometimes you log out of something on accident and then you could just hit the login. But when you talk about hierarchy, you want to make sure that the sign up stands out more than the login does. Okay, so your text tool, just like you would in InDesign, you click. And I'm typing away right here. Obviously you can't see it because I have to put it over the screen, or is it? Yes, that's why. So you won't be able to see what you're writing if it's over here, but if it's over your artboard, you'll be able to see it just fine. Okay. And if you press T, that's a shortcut T for the text tool, just as you would in InDesign. I'm in that text tool right now. I'm able to just type normally on my keyboard. I can click and highlight things, change the style font I want. I'm not saying Script is the best font, but I'll just change it. Change the size. Let's see, let's go 36. I'm just playing around here. Caps lock, sign up. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue this demo by doing a basic sign up page. Okay, we're keeping everything black, white, and gray. I got that. But say if I want to make it like a button, okay? There's nothing we can press here that says button, but it's very simple. All that you have to do is you can take your rectangle tool, draw it out kind of just you would a normal rectangle. If they transform, I wonder if we could. Maybe not. So I'm kind of just playing around right now. There is a way to kind of bevel the edges, angle. I wonder if, no, that's just the normal side of it. So, yeah, let's not worry about that just yet. We'll figure it out at a later time. So I could put this box around the sign up. It's covering it because it has a fill color. So right here you see fills, opacity. So say if I do not want the color to be shown underneath through it, I could put the opacity down, but then that gets rid of everything. So I do want a border color. So if I was to add a border, then now it's going to be black. This is your stroke number, the outline. I'm going to increase that. I'll get rid of the color in here. The A doesn't stand for opacity, but that's the color right there. So now that you can see that it's just the color inside. So again, if you wanted to change so it doesn't have an inside color, you would have to just, and that's the opacity right there, so I could just adjust that too. So if I was to put it at 50, it'd be all fuzzy. If I was to put it at 0, you won't see it. Or another way you could do that, as we do in InDesign. So if I bump this up to 100, let me press enter instead of clicking off of it. Enter. I can simply just right click, go to arrange, and send back. Right? Right click, arrange. Now I'm sending the whole background to back. And so now this does have a fill color, but it is behind the sign up. So a way I could change the hierarchy of sign up and log in. So I'm holding down my Alt key to copy. Okay, or you can just copy and paste. You can do that, but the shortcut key for that is the Alt key or the Option key on your keyboard. You have to hold the Option key and you have to keep holding it until you let go of the mouse, and then you copy something. Very similar controls to InDesign. I'm just kind of reiterating some stuff. I'm expecting that we may struggle a little bit. That's why I'm only having the sign up and login pages due, to limit kind of the learning curve. So I want to highlight that text, click inside of it, highlight it, and I want to change the color. So right here I see my color. I'm going to change it to a, let's see, if I do that then you can't see it at all. If I change it there, maybe too light. There we go. I like that. So it's kind of faded, but you can still see it pretty clear. Okay, so I got sign up. Oop, I would have to change what that text says because it's not sign up, sign up. So I would want to go to log in. And maybe I think I should make it a little bit smaller as well. So maybe I'll drop that down to 26, do 10 points smaller. So I'm really adjusting that hierarchy now. Click off of it so I can adjust the size, center it. About center. There you go. It's also a good idea to put a little design up top. You can simply just put the design that you had made, your illustration. If you have not used, if you did use a digital platform to bring it up, you can just save it as a JPEG. And if you wanted to insert an image at any point, you can just hit image right here. See that again. Hit image here, and then this comes up, and I could put in any of these images. I don't know why that came up, but that's kind of the basics. All that you really need to know is these shape tools. The fill colors, the border color, the text tool, and that's really all you need to know for these mock-ups. Okay, we are going to create, like I said, the sign up, and everyone's is going to look pretty similar to this. You can put it in the middle. You can put, we're not worrying about color or anything just yet. They're all going to be gray screens. So we got a sign up page. This is more or less just a practice for everybody. You can pretty much copy this if you wanted to. Maybe switch up the text just to make it a little bit different. But then the home pages are what's going to be specific. So if I have this page done, just like you would in any other program we use, you just go to File, Save. It would save it. And then you could go to New Design, you go to Device Type, and back to iPhone X. Okay? And then you have a new kind of project, new page. And that second page, the new one that I just created right here, remember we already did the sign up, this would be your home page. So I suggest going back, maybe do a little research about what similar apps their home pages look like. And we're just creating a gray screen just like we did for our restaurants. Again, we'll take it step by step. I fully expect to have to go over some things again and tweak some things because this is a new program. But just don't get intimidated. Know that really all that you need is this rectangle tool and your text tool, and you'll be fine. Say if on your home page, say if, for example, I was creating a Facebook type app where there's a lot of text, like people write captions, right? I'll have the picture right here, and then say if the text was below, just put a bunch of gibberish in there, right? Just whatever space, just fill it up. That way that I know that's where the text is going. If you have text, there may be just links. If you have, links to your other pages, write them out. Don't just write wishy-wash, but that's really it. Okay, I know it's kind of awkward learning in this situation, but do your best. If you have questions, reach out. Live office hours will be always on Thursdays from here on out, and this will work because, like I said, I am using it with other classes, so that is what we're going to be doing. And when you submit things, you know what? I'm going to pause, and then when the video returns, I'll show you how to properly submit things, okay? Let's take a break, and submitting is next. All right, and we're back for the last part, submitting your work. What you need to do is we are going to be saving it as a JPEG, and then we are going to just upload that JPEG, okay? That's all that you have to worry about. The DPI, don't really worry about it. Leave every pixels, fine. Just save it as is. So we'll go to File. You always want to File Save so you know it's saved. And then after you File Save, go to File, Export, do a JPEG, okay? Probably could do a PNG too, but let's just all keep it simple. Do a JPEG. Click on that. It will download. You will have to open it up and then save it to your desktop. So you click on it. Depending on what default program you have, it will open it up. I'll suggest naming it your last name. So I'll do Saltasick underscore sign up page. Okay, and then the next one would be Saltasick home page. Okay, and so on and so forth. Change it from your downloads to desktop or one of your files if you have any folders. I didn't have any folders when I was in high school. So I'd suggest saving it to your desktop. So by pressing enter, that's how I save it to my desktop. And then you could upload it from there, okay, when you go to submit it. So that's uploading your work. Again, ask questions if you need help. Email. If you're really confused, we could set up a phone call. I'm not assuming we need to do that, but it is an option, and office hours as well if you are confused with anything on this new platform. All right, gentlemen, we are almost at the end of the year. Let's keep our foot on the gas till it is the end of the year. Let's not let up. Participation grades are vital in this new online learning, so make sure you are completing assignments. All right. Look forward to seeing your sign-up pages and home pages, the gray screen versions of those two things. Talk to you soon.